Happy Sunday, Chickadees. How you doing? Welcome to the Hen House. It's a Sunday morning stream, a little bit of brunch time with Livestream in the Hen House. Hope you're doing well. Got some Armadas going on and pushing hard for Picard on this. So, like things, I'm just sending out a few notifications out what's going on. So, watch a little bit of Armada-ing here. What's going on? Really starting to get some use out of the auger. I've got it just surpassed my Burrell finally as of yesterday. It's part of the Picard event actually. So that is good. Word messages out there real quick while we enjoy some tunes and coffee. How is everybody's Sunday going? Some of the folks who watch us are already in Monday, which is sad, but they're also in the future and closer to Fridays. That's good. There's the dog shaking that collar. He's well, he does that a lot, but he always manages to do it when we're on stream. So just a few postings here. As we tell. Geared up. All right. Here we are. Now we can start telling people that we're live, etc. On YouTube. Just a few little things with the baby account real quick, you know, just to kind of keep it moving along. Usually I've got it just mining in the background, picking up tickets. Let's see. Mining and getting those tickets, so for sure seems to be an important thing. I'm slamming things on the ground. Sound check. Few ships to do that. We have a territory capture defense coming in a few hours, so be on here, and then I'll be switching over to Twitch like we usually do on Sundays. Continue the Star Trekking and to do some territory defense at that point. So that's the idea. So just set this to doing some mining. A couple ships doing all the mining, because later if we need to, well, we may need to reference this anyway. This account really helps when we're answering questions from lower level or earlier beginner players. So that's a cool thing. It helps to see things or to see what you don't. You know, when you see so much as you get higher level, you start forgetting what things people see elsewhere. All right. That thing is doing its stuff. So what's going on? Let's bring out the other ship, the Burrell. Ready? Got my coffee. I got my water. Got baby Cthulhu to watch you guys. Key's out a little bit, but he looks like he's got space in there. So stare at you and when there's a chair stream. So happy Sunday, and I hope everyone is doing well. Apparently I ran all my rares earlier. This morning I just ran a level 38 rare Armada. I do have epics, so we're looking for these. When they're not there, I should be able to run some of the stuff. And put that ship in Iapedes. Get going. I'm mining for a little bit to get to my dailies. I'll have to pull back because we are going to move around for territory capture and all that. But in the meantime, we're going to do as much as we can for about 12:30, 12:45, something like that. And obligatory check of your syndicate chest. There is one. A lot of people are forgetting their syndicate chests. I know it's easy to do. See, I'm very close to leveling up on the baby account. I think I'm 2 more days of pulls away at the slow rate, so boo. All right, let's see here. You're hanging out? Don't be afraid to say hi, or to ask a question, or make some comments and stuff. We can have some good discussion about Star Trek, amongst other things, but definitely Star Trek Fleet Command. The name of the game. All right. We'll see. No, cancel. Locate is what we want to do. Let's see if I'm not in this. I can do something. Oh, but I'm not bumped out yet. Nice thing about finally leveling up some ships. So let's see. All right. First, we're going to start. We're going to do some basic Sunday gameplay, so we should be able to do. Oh, just trying to figure out where I got points here. I know I haven't done any of that stuff. Oh, I'm mining G3. I forgot about that part. We'll take care of that later. That'll be easy enough doing some Latinum anyway. But we got that. I'm rank 5 currently in the Picard thing. I've fallen from 3rd and 4th and boosted back up and fighting it out a little. So we're not done fighting. We just took a little breather. So who needs to put all your auction eggs in the basket early on, right? We did a big push, and then I'll see what else I'm doing. Sorry, phone was broadcasting. Special assignments. I'm almost done with this anyway, just because I had a bunch of traits, which I almost spent before reset, and then now I'm glad, because then I spent several thousand. And speaking of which, let's take care of that before I forget, because I might. It would suck. Let's see here. We'll collect. I also have more trait XP, which is good, because I think I'm about to spend it. Spent some on Nero, building him up for a particular quest that he works well on. And I've had to use Fluffy in his place until I got him where he can stand on his own. 2 Romulan feet. Angry Romulan feet. But he does. And then, so when I'm so busy, you know, try not to send these guys out when I'm doing a lot of things where I might need different officers and different builds. So, but I'm gonna look at Form Trade Agreement, I believe is Eurydice. She might be on a ship, I don't know. But it's worth, it's not. So, because she's got Charming and Trader. Trader and Charismatic. So let's look at what we can spend on her. I've been building that Deceptive up so we can get to the Charismatic. You know, they tend to lock the thing that you really want them for beyond something. Like with Nero, he was locked at Captain, which comes into play sometimes as for the different Kirks and things like that. But you got to spend those points to get in. That's some of the beauty or the issue of powering up the epics. All right, so that should have finished the event there. So she's still not where we need her to. And I don't really have anybody yet who's got that. I think this event is partially made for her and whoever is charming and empathetic, which I don't know the answer. But I want to I'll send this away. Enog and Koth, you guys can. We're going to lose them for a day, so I'll be working on her. Who are you working on? Let me know in the comments or in the chat right now who it is you're working on for your go-tos for some of these away teams. It's crits. Fluffy one has been my big one. All right. I'm starred out, I think, which means I'm starred in. Okay, so then leave it be for the time being while we sort out what's going on. I can't run that. Looking at maybe running. Oh yeah, I've got the ship there. 2 places that I'm generally running right now. I can run the greens. The blues I should be out of as of now. Epics, of course, are desired. There we go. This helps with the alliance thing to do the greens, but the blues and the epics are really helping with the Picard piece. Or at least they're a piece of that, so. Come to me, Bator. Oh, Bator, milestone, the meta. Lovely crystals, okay. And a frame, I'll take that. Got Bator, we gotta do some amalgam grinding sometime today on streams and stuff. Gotta build things back up. Time to update that. Batorness. Where is she? Come on, lovely, where are you? That's not her, is it? Until I know her really well. It is Bator. Give her a different frame. Something that sets off her eyes. Or her hair. Right? She is on fire, but that don't compete with her. We'll get ready for Valentine's Day a little. Alright, continue to collect stuff. And then there's the dilithium frame. Well, now, and Tomalak and all that. Who did we just finish? Event completion series. All coming up roses right now, so. Check that frame. I was thinking the frame was coming, but I didn't know when, so. I actually like that one. Little off squared and everything. Yeah, we like it. continue checking that stuff out. We also explore, have some rooster and chickadee emojis and stuff brought to us by like farm emojis of the game, so feel free to put some of those in there, everything. So yeah, always nice when we get waylaid by having to collect stuff. So the 220, so we're still doing that. That's the Armadas as well as the push that I'm doing. Will help with Picard. My Klingon pledge I'm continuing is again doing Fed and Romulan, particularly Romulan Armadas. There's a lot of synergy with these events right now. That's pretty good. Let's see. The vessel enhancement, I can continue to spend a little ship XP, or well, particularly officer XP, to kind of help with that. There's plenty of time, and that one's like not that big of a deal. We are gonna do anomalous phenomenon, and I am gonna be able to jump around, so we'll do that very, very quickly. Finally completed this. This is kind of an arc within an arc, really. We got Threat from Beyond and Daily Events. I'm also going to be making, or beginning to make the, 3 hours on that. So we'll do that. They'll double dip there. The Franklin A is coming. I'm going to start scrapping my Franklin after we complete the Swarm Sunday event activities, and then start working on the Franklin A itself. Oh. So let's do some jumping. Oh wait, before we jump, let's cheapify the jumping. Get the groups, because yeah, where we use those discovery people. Damn it. And Goldberg gives him who gives it? Trying to figure out who gives him the 3%. Okay, so we'll do. All right, there we go. Now it can jump around. I am going to be working on building up the discovery because it's one of the things I'm lagging on. You know, and that's been kind of the idea with this stream. And the play we talk about is like focusing on the things I need to do to get where I need to be. Sometimes those are more important than whatever the meta is if you're behind on something, or don't, you know, or if it's assumed. So, because there's a lot of advice out there, and not all of it is taking into account where you are in the game, and that's the kind of thing that we want to be looking at. I want to look at that for me, and you need to look at that for you. So you got everything, then you're just working on being in the top meta, being the biggest, baddest thing you can be. Then you can worry about what new gives you 1% improved, you know, mitigation or something like that. So. But until you're ready to be in that fight, you don't need to be in that fight. Jumping, jumping, jumping. There we go. And I always double check because I think it's time to jump home and finish this event. But there are plenty of events where you can get a little caught up. I know I can. Especially when we got, look how many events we got going on. Event things, there's nested events in here. This stuff is a pain in the rear to look at and to keep track of. So all I gotta do now is just jump home and we'll be done. And that marks one of them off the list. I actually like this event. I like the rewards, and it doesn't take me any time anymore. Now that I can jump around. I have to build this sucker so it can summon. Really, the amalgam, being able to summon the amalgam while you're using the plunder exocomp is a 1-2 punch that is going to make a big difference. I can't summon yet, and I can tell you if I could, I would be getting a few more million plunder cargoes. So, not cargoes, but a few more million in those cargoes. All right. See here. Ship's home. Good. Start swarm. But we may... So, let's talk to people. I think I've hit my... Yeah, we've got enough of our gas so we can let people know that we're giving it up. Alright, if somebody wants that, well, triple confirm that we have that, because I'm really feeling the press of only having 4 docks at this point in the game. It started coming on in the last month or so, and very noticeable in that regard. So, very noticeable. Pair of troll. Eventually I have to get mods on here. I have to talk to my Twitch mods. Okay, so that gas mining is done. No one's asked for it yet, but I mean, we'll give them a second. Just a green one. Running a green one over here. Might as well put my ship in there, especially if I'm going to be repairing it sooner. Running these 2 ships. The Burrell is just 100,000 short of the auger now, or the auger is 100,000 more. But it was like 200,000 below, and that boosted it up with some resources. So and just sorting out what am I gonna do next. Start swarm. That. Swarm and 2 armadas, then 1 ship to do some mining, some latinum to do that part. Officer stuff. Let's look at officers, because we have this other event too, next 3 hours. And I've got some officers that need to be spent on. So. Also, I've got an epic pull. We'll do that on stream once we have a little more things, or we may do it on the Twitch stream too, so it kind of depends. Today. Make sure if you're hanging out that you also follow on Twitch and catch us there. Okay. Vessel enhancement. Spend some officer XP benefit in both of those events. That's where, you know, when they're crossing over like that, that really makes a difference. We'll probably also do some things. Let's look at officers. We got about 3 minutes here. And before I do, let's make sure people aren't saying they're coming. Looks like nobody's looking for that node at the moment. Fine. My Romulans are getting built up a little bit. I was just trying to... I need to start building up these Trinity officers. Just unlocked Giorgio this weekend through the transporter patterns and other pulls that I got. I'm sure that all the Trinity officers have been at least maxed to what little I have for them, because we're gonna use some of them probably in the TC defense, which may be in... No, you never know. Last weekend we thought we were gonna get a big hit. Eganzer. I leveled him up because I use him in all kinds of stuff below decks. Always Gary Mitchell, but Curla is... Alright, there you go, Curla. There's a million for you. That I'm sure will help. We have more we can do if we need to on Curla. Still useful, but... trying to end bones. Let's get you up there. Come up there a bit. Well, that blew through some stuff. All right. I've managed to move to position 8, supposedly. Okay. And it is even helping with the second 2 none, 220. I think. Anyway, let's get in there. Let's look at that Armada. Let's see if we can get the lag to go. Go away, lag. Alright. So we're gonna watch this part. Then I'm gonna pull away that ship, the miner ship things. A little bit of emoji love for you. Chicks, chickens, roosters, chickadees. Definitely. That stuff going. Alright. And I'm just trying to figure out what we got going on here for ships next. I think the answer is go ahead and start on the swarm, get them out. I want to start that painful, scary process of scrapping the Franklin. That's real. We're in the hour countdown towards territory defense. What we can do, maybe we can make 2 runs with the Franklin, that kind of thing, before we have to get back and move and prep. What happened? Now I'm kind of like, I know we won. So I'm like, which... Oh, I'm curious which ship. It should have taken the auger, but I just want to double check. Yes, the auger went in. Look at all those augers beautifully lined up with me having burning on there with some Giorgio love. We literally obliterated. Now, a lot of people are not using, you know, the burning on that. I understand why you don't, but also good. Don't need to coordinate it. I'm just willing to do it because... Okay. Leave these guys looking. Only need to move them. I'm waiting on the epic to come back up. That was over here. Bring this back. That'll be our Latinum miner. We may want to move. May move. Let's look at territory capture area. See if moving is very viable for me now. I can always be mining some ISO, which I'm out of. And I believe I can't move here, but look. Slots there. And I'm going to move in. So full ships, I can always move them back out. We'll do that while those things are flying around. And then I'll move in. But, yeah, we'll go ahead. We can probably make a quick run on the Franklin for this. And then blow it up, and then it'll be back while some of that is getting worked. Some help, just some help to help me be. Alright. Oh, cool. Glad he understood. Yeah. Wasn't able to star lower people because I was really doing a big punch, doing a big rare Armada, and I was like, I gotta make sure we have enough to complete this or it won't work. Normally I'll give the stars, but I'm not in a good spot to do that. Right, so those are flying. Let's see. CockADoodle. And no one is particularly running anything. Hey, rare directed. Other people buying stuff. I can tell. Alright, well, while the ships are flying, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get another cup of coffee, so we will do that. I'll be right back. Remember to go ahead, a good time to go follow me on Twitch, and be right back with a fresh cup of coffee. And we're back. Hello and welcome back. Thank you. Got my fresh hot cup of coffee here. So, handle that. Got the ships moving back in. Nobody started an armada in the meantime, so our plans seem to be okay to do a base relocation after a quick formification. Get ready for territory capture, defend. And then we'll be building out our ships and stuff and moving over to Twitch in a little bit for that. Coffee is nice and hot. Okay, we're finally in there, so we're going to do some fast grinding on the 35s. I can kill about 16 of these in a batch. My baby Franklin that I have kind of in reserve for when this is while I'm building the Franklin A is at needs one gun upgraded to get to tier 8, so it'll be able to help some. In the meantime, I'll probably have to use the Burrell. See what we can do with that while we're in transition. We'll decide just how much I need to do some. I may need to figure out some ways to do some speed ups, use some of my Latinum reserves to get that ship out. Who knows what I'll be feeling by the time this Sunday, Swarm Sunday live stream comes around, because I probably will be feeling a little bit about waiting. There's a tendency for me to end up rushing, especially if there's like an event that's going to pay me out for like finishing early on something. And there often are. They're like, oh, build this. I'm like, oh, well, let me, let's build it. Okay, I am a little busier in here. I know it's Swarm Sunday, but still. Want to find my little plot of swarm land and get some swarms and not have to fight too much. Don't mind sharing. That'll be fine. See if we can just make this rounds from this spawn point to this one without getting too much interlopers. We stay pretty fast on it. I think people won't come out there too much. But I want to be fast, and I'm not sending out my Latinum miner to Latinum mine until we get moved. And heroic. Ping pong between the swarms. Sunday. Alright, Swarmy Swarm. We'll figure out how many we've gotten and kind of go from there. Once we blow up, we'll do a count. I think I just saw one of the emotes. Hi. Some of them, they're supposed to fly. They weren't, but I saw one floating by I'm wondering if it has to do with which emotes I've got lined up. Stream software is different. A little nest of them. Probably get finished with these right here or something close to that. Expect. So, and then we'll be on the move. On the road again. Alright, did we get this one? Blow up. What happens? I think this is a blow up. Nope, it's a victory. Oh. It was delayed. Okay. Alright. Let's collect things. Let's move. And let's see. What else do I want to count? Relocate that base. Get rid. Alright, let's count. Swarm kills. Let's start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like 16. Alright. I don't think I've done too much more research. I got one in the hopper for that. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of meridian mining. I need ISO 2. We're gonna go for speed meridian mine. It would be nice to get Fluffy in there, you know. Brush goes well for protected cargo on this, but Miriam. I believe it's these two guys, and then we'll use. That's not meridian. It's a horizon that looks like a meridian. Maybe from small screen. There's the meridian. It's got the pizza cutter wheels. All right. People should be a little more on high alert anyway. So we'll see what happens here. There we go. Now. We'll let this ship stay to sarcophagus, having lots of we're killing enterprises and D4s with this baby nicely. Let's load it out with some good stuff. You know, we might keep Marcus in there. He won't be there, but actually no, I know what. Let's see. Yeah. Grouping. Strength. Orcon. Urla has to come. Okay, so him. So that ready. Crew we've been using that has given us much success. Gorkon, Kurla, Honor Guard, War. We good. And does anyone need something? Critical hit, hull breach. Well, probably just give them attack. Bang. Barrett. I'm going to place this on a node now. Or I mean on a... Getting ready in it ahead of time, so... Won't have to fight for a node. We're going to use our auger for the first time in territory defense. So we had some discussions about this before, about who we would use. Definitely want some burning on there. I don't the same crews. I think we want Marcus actually. Because Marcus will help us with those enterprises that we're bound to be getting. Increases the defense of the crew of the ship. Burning from one of these guys. Damage of the weapons, burning, that should synergize, because forget, how does she do it? Start of the round, decreases the attack. For us, we do more damage with the obliterator in that way, so increases the damage of the weapons. Marcus increases shield piercing, so we won't use, let's see. And if they are on against a ship, let's look at, because this might be where Kang or somebody comes in, or Galron or Martok, but we're gonna go defense. We could do Beverly Crusher. No, she won't help in this situation. Just some thoughts as we go through this. Tyler, if I was doing attack, could just do Giorgio. Come on, where are you lovelies? Put some people behind some other ships. Is he will, the opponent's burning, he will increase armor, shield, deflection, and dodge. I mean, that's not bad. Of the health of all officers. Okay, but that's health, that's versus defense, so we're probably... Kang was coming up. And I can't remember his pieces of abilities, so I want to check. Increases the accuracy of the ship. 10% of the attack. That is not. Jarvanak is the health one, I think. Oh. Alright, well, let's pull some defense. Give it some decent defense. She can sit under there. Defense and health, you know, are somewhat in the right zone as we start to build out our ships. The other one is going to be the Burrell. U.S. Kirk. Get off my ship. Get. Who? You need defense for this build. This one. Save you guys. You also need defense. No. All right, now you're showing up. Yep. Ship is, oh, this is the Franklin. I'm like, that's not the right ship. This one. There's more room. All right, that's a bit better. Then we'll do a third ship when we get to it. But we'll have some stuff. So we're at Mark. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to go ahead and in the live stream on YouTube, in preparation, I'm going to flip over and start up the Twitch stream where we can do some different, we'll do the side games and stuff while we work for the territory capture, and then continue on, be doing some, making the Franklin A, continue to push for Picard. I hope you'll come join me on Twitch. Let's make sure you get the latest read on that. This is my account. I'm Lay Rooster here, I'm Lay Rooster there, but I got an underscore between the Lay and the Rooster on the Twitch side, so you got to make sure you get both. Because that name is taken. But anyway, somebody else. I don't even think they stream, but make sure you get on over there, and we'll do that. So I'll be on. Look for one of my next videos coming out. I'm going to have one on the faction officers, getting started, continuing the officer series. So been a little busy with some of that for some of my video content creation, but those are coming, and some of the videos are kind of in the head up here, ready to come to you. I just need to get them out, so we'll do that during some downtime that I should have this week or even today. So you guys take care, and I'll see you later, and CockADoodle.